Hello everybody! Just a bit of context for this next vlog. I went to the Huddersfield Contemporary Music Festival, which is a major festival of new music, avant-garde music, experimental music, classical music, installations, electronic music, all lots of weird new stuff going on. It's always showcased at the Huddersfield Contemporary Music Festival. There's a history about this festival which I think is for another video. For this video I teamed up with a critical theorist, Mike, and we decided to go around the festival and review it. But he's not a musician or a composer. I am a composer and a musician, and we have different views on the pieces and how we perceive it. So for instance, I will be looking at a piece of music played on, say, a double bass or a cello, and I will see it as people experimenting with the sounds available to them on an instrument. I will see it from a composer's perspective. However, Mike looks at it and goes, "Oh, this is rather erotic, all these people playing on a double bass." Okay, you'll have to watch the vlog to find out his reasoning there. So there's that, different views on perceiving music. Also, things like I wouldn't have considered, like the way a piece ends, and there's some sort of body language, and that's when we know the piece has ended. And I thought, these are things I take for granted as someone who's grown up in this musical culture. There are things like this that go on throughout the video that I think are interesting. So without further ado, let's get the vlog started. Today we're going to the Huddersfield Contemporary Music Festival, HCMF. Woo! Hello everybody. I'm in Huddersfield. We're going to the Huddersfield Contemporary Music Festival, a major festival for new music that's held every year. I'm here on the Monday, the free day. I'm going to go around a few concerts and I'm going to review them for you. I have a coffee. Huddersfield train station. We're just waiting for Mike to turn up. Here we are, walking to the festival. Got that coffee still. Finally found Mike.
Still.
Gentleman Jack, I think, was filmed here. Well, it was filmed all over, but this is one of the places it was filmed. But nothing in this vlog so far.
Alannah, we've not even hit the concerts yet. You can chill out, yeah? It's not just you walking down the street, it's fine.
Aww, that's what the viewers want.
What, you walking down the street?
Yeah. Okay, so we've just seen John Butcher's in Phipps Hall, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, but the piece was called Magnetic Bottle 4.
Experimental saxophonist John Butcher likes to put himself in situations. Anyway, so it was a very crowded place. Composers tend to do this. They get the rhythm going, and they get to this repetitive rhythm that kind of gets hypnotic, and then they stop suddenly.
I find it fascinating. I find those little moments fascinating because it's like the music itself is sort of stuttering and hiccuping. It's like the music's going, oh, accidentally became repetitive, they're better sort of move beyond that.
But it's done so much that I think it's become a cliche now.
Does that matter?
I don't know. I just know that everybody does it. What were you saying about the end of the piece?
Oh, this is every single performance is a really bizarre moment. I don't know whether it's like a social thing. The performers, to indicate that they've finished performing, they sort of shuffle slightly on the seat, and it creates this noise that indicates people they've finished rather than going thank you. Invasive sounds are allowed back into the room, and that's when we know it's finished. It's a bizarre moment. It's like the vacuum opens up again.
Okay, now we're here for the Hermes experiment.
Oh, that's a harp.
Yep, edge-turned ones in here for 5 hours. I've got a programme. This programme was free. The Hermes experiment, that was interesting. So what did you think of Oliver Leith's? Oh yeah, piece. Oh, it was quite nice. I kind of got the mechanics aspect of it.
Yeah, I like that. It was hypnotic.
It was hypnotic, and there was some detuning in the harp, which made it sound like the piece was sort of breaking mechanically. And it says it's supposed to be hypnotic, where they'll play music as if they were animatronic characters running out of batteries. It sounded like that.
Yeah, like you can.
So the Hermes Experiment, interesting title. Don't know what that's about, but I'm interested.
Well, that's just the name of the band.
That's the band. Okay, so there was a double bass piece called the Hermes Experiment. And it's where they all just went on a double bass and played on it. Different notes. I don't know if it's like the most original thing, because I know people have written for. People have written for double bass before. Right, there were moments where.
I like that.
No,
people have written for double bass before.
They've written for it as if it weren't a double bass instrument, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And it's interesting when you hear it, and it sounds like, how is a person playing that when they're playing things that were actually impossible for one double bassist to play? You think, ooh. So if you didn't see them, I think that was where it would get really interesting. If you didn't know there were 4 people playing that thing. But other than that, I just thought, was it space filler? I don't know. It looked good. It looked interesting. What did you think of it?
I'd never seen an orgy involving a double bass before. Seriously, it looked like there was an erotic element to it. Like, in the way they were sort of like, they were caressing it, they were playing it. It was weird. It was not weird in a bad way, just sort of like, I'm trying to get hold of this description. There could have been an erotic element between the 4 performers, with the bass, the double bass as like the mediation of that. They're probably going to see this video and say this guy's talking absolute trash.
No, I mean you could argue about this. There's lots to say about eroticism in art. Like you can look at Bataille. Let's not go too deeply in it anymore.
Yeah, I'm going offside the camera now.
What was Pack of Orders?
That was the first one. That was the 9-minute one. That was
good.
Yeah.
There's some nice moments in that. Musically, it was.
It's to do with
the vocal line was like something that's been written many times before in avant-garde music. It was just. But then there was a nice moment when the harp and the double bass singing. He sang a note. Oh, there was a metronome in it. I really liked this mechanical aspect of it. It was a bit haunting. It was a haunting sounding. Yeah, there was some similarities in the pieces. What we both to do with mechanical things running out of battery or malfunctioning. Both quite haunting at some points. The auto of the earpiece by Alannah is very haunting. The way she sang it. The way she sang, yeah. I can't do it. But then the other one, Pack of Orders, was yeah, that one. But then Pack of Orders was interesting because there was this metronome involved. And now we're here to have a look at the John Cage. What is it?
Cage concert.
The Cage concert.
No, Cage concert. It's just called Cage concert.
It's called Cage concert, where you can play the piano on your iPhone or your Android.
You go on the app and you can arrange this concert piece that John Cage wrote. Brief break from all the music, but look at this. There's a section called Misery. And it's all biographies. Here we've got the purple book section. Found the good section under a table. Hello everybody, we're at the station now. We've just had some food. We had the chef's bread. He was pretty pissed off about that.
So the jazz piece.
Deconstructed
The
jazz.
Three Musketeers. It was like free jazz. It was a really good piece. He threw himself around a bit.
Aaron Masters.
Basically, it was a song about love and all the different types of love. He started off with, "He's so cute, hello," and then he went into like full-on violent sex, and then ended with, "You've hurt me," and then it ended.
There was definitely an orgasm moment. It was like bending over and clutching his.
Oh, there was a lot of weird stuff going on in that. They were caressing the double bass, which made me think about what you said earlier.
Never seen an orgy involving the double bass before.
That was similar to the Hermes project.
So that made me think, actually I do see this is definitely meant to be
when it
erotic.
started, it was like he was struggling to say it. So he was sort of going...
Yeah, we're doing that a lot.
And he was doing like, he sort of go like...
He had loads of charisma.
Putting heart... Like he was gesturing. Really good.
Amazing.
Really good. Really
I am a fan of the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
And it is the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
I'm not mispronouncing that.
It's not an accent thing.
And then, so that was amazing. The thing before that was that turntable piece, which was amazing. And there was this one lass in the audience who had proper been taken over by it. Like moving her head, everything, like proper moving with the moves.
She was part of it, or was she just taking
I think she was just part of the audience. It was weird. Like she was proper possessed by the music. That was quite good. Started off okay, got better, got really good, and then ended. What was your favourite piece?
I really liked the Hermes project, Meredith Monk. I really enjoyed that.
Meredith Monk, that was good. That was weird. The best piece I preferred, I liked the Three Musketeers. That was amazing performance.
Yeah, I could tell you like she was laughing at that.
Sometimes I was laughing at it, but then sometimes I was horrified by it, and sometimes I thought it was funny. Sometimes I was moved by it. The guy had so much charisma. The electronic piece I've been inspired by. Lots of voices moving around the room.
I didn't think much of the text on that one.
The text wasn't that great. I thought it was a young person who'd written the piece, and when the woman stood up, she was a lot older than I expected. It was good.
Right. Nice use of, what was it? 50 channels, 66 speakers, I think it was. I'm sure that's what they said, 66 speakers, 50 channels of audio. But it tells you in the programme this is a new sort of technological installation. They've got not an art installation, like they've literally had this technology installed at the university, and they're advertising it with HCMF this year, basically talking about people who've got the chance to use it. It's this brand new, really sort of like revolutionary thing to support electronic compositions, and they're using it with that, what was it, Yorkshire Women's something other.
We're promoting women in music.
Yeah.
Martin Feldman piece, I fell asleep during it briefly. Only lightly slept, like daydreamed sleeping. And because I did that, I looked up and saw the dancer in a different position, and I hadn't seen her move into that position. And so it was unnerving to see her in the position. Less unnerving to see her move into the position, because when she saw how she got into that position, you saw how it was achieved. Can you explain it any better? Okay, so you've watched the vlog. As you can see, teaming up with a critical theorist, we ended up discussing things like, well, eroticism in art. There's no way I saw that double bass being played at the beginning as being erotic. I just saw it as some people experimenting and creating music. So that was interesting. Likewise, I don't think I took it for granted that when a piece ends, we know when it ends and we all clap. It's kind of like this unspoken etiquette. He seemed to really notice that. That was interesting. I mean, likewise, he learnt some things, not being a musician.